Perfect weather Monday, day 7. I lost all yesterday and this morning sleeping in. Disappointing. So chilled for 5 hours and then head out for an evening fishing. Very disappointing. Yesterday was nice weather too. So anyway, I have to charge the batteries on this thing. Well, just sitting in the sun. Shaved. That was a relief. That was no shaving cream, but that's alright. No soap either. I should have bought some shampoo. Could have had a shower until I get back to Åndalsnes. So I gotta wait 3 hours. I leave here at 5:30, 5:15. And then I get 4 hours fishing. That's all I get today because I slept in. Slept until midday. That's pretty hopeless. And I slept all day yesterday and it was nice weather. So I've lost 3 days out of 7 possible fishing days. So very disappointing. But I've been fishing pretty hard. 3 or 4 hours is probably the limit of what I can do. Even though I can in theory fish 12 hours. That's too much. So anyway, I'm on vacation and get a longer fishing day tomorrow. Both the morning and evening. And the weather's nice tomorrow, and then Wednesday it'll rain a bit. And then Thursday it's going to pour, which sucks because I have to leave here on Thursday. So everything's going to get soaked. So it's on with rain pants and rain jacket, and my shoes will get soaked again. They're just drying out now. So that's a bit annoying. My socks are finally drying. Just as well I bought extra socks though. And just sit here for 3 hours and chill. I think that's the owner mowing the lawn on his little lawnmower thing. Anyway, charging the other battery on the camera. Well, it's 10 to 4. I have to wait until about 5:15. Shorts and t-shirt weather. It was nice weather yesterday as well, but I slept in all day. So that kind of sucks. A lot of people by the little beach there. And I think it's the owner who's mowing the lawn, been mowing all day, so not very peaceful. Some serious mountains. Quite something. Not to mention that big boy over there. Anyway, just chilling in the sun. Didn't bring any suntan lotion, so that was probably a mistake. But I don't think I'm going to get too sunburned. It was forecast rain the whole week, so I mean, I didn't see any point in bringing any. To show you the beach. It's more of a mud flat. Oh, there's sand. There's sand there. So anyway, chill time for another hour and a half. Damn it. And then I'm go back to the good spot and bring a life vest though this time. I think it's a bit sketchy and I just need a t-shirt and bring my raincoat just in case. But a life vest this time. It's a little sketchy. There's a guy fishing the other bank. It's only 5:30. I'm not really supposed to fish now unless there are other rules for the other bank, probably. I think it's more expensive to fish the other bank. That's 5 a house. But back at my old spot, I'll set up the tripod. I have to wait half an hour before I can fish. He's just wading all the way down. And then it's not really wadeable past the sandbank down there. I checked out when it was pouring rain. So, oh well, can't have the whole river to myself, I guess. That's what's to be expected. It's not raining. And then I've got tomorrow really bad stretch down there where I can't wade. I have to cast from the bank. It's not so good for 2 days. So I should have gotten up early and fished. I got up at too late, 11:30 or something. I really slept in a long time. And then it was a bit too late to head out. So What's the Swede said? Norwegians don't really like fishing this side of the river. I think they don't know how to double spey cast. So he's single speying, quite long casts, probably longer than I can cast. But anyway, I've got to chill here for half an hour, so get the tripod out. Still amazing scenery. Oh, test. Anyway, I think that's the right angle. Field of view. Should get myself and the casts out. I hope that guy pisses off. I got 20 minutes before I can fish. Don't want an argument with a fellow fisherman, especially not a fly fisherman. That's not cool. Alright, this is normal 30p. Time to start fishing. There's quite a current there, so I'm glad I have the life vest. So I'll try some 60p slow motion. Better set it up. That was about 10 casts, that's probably enough. Well, can't complain about the weather. Sunny, it's not raining. And the view is something else. This way as well. Pretty cool. So I can put you away and I pack away the tripod, I think. Well, maybe I'll leave it just for now in case I get a fish. Although, no, I think I'll pack it away. Well, I'm fishing with kind of greenish blue turquoise, dark turquoise, black and flash fly. I'll do that for another 10 or 15 minutes and then switch over to something lighter colored, maybe light green with flash, and then I might try a traditional salmon fly. I think I'm going to be fishless again. It's only 6:20, so I've only been fishing 20 minutes, but I just don't have the fishing luck, basically. What a spectacular spot to fish, though. I could have fished all day yesterday. That was bad, missing that. Well, it's just a few too many beers on Saturday, and that was not a good idea. Anyway, it took me all day to recover. Anyway, I've got 3.5 hours to fish here. That's quite a bit. That's probably enough. Can't really fish any more than that without going a bit crazy. So the other fly fisherman has left. He's waded all the way down the river. He may come back. And the farmer on the other side has finished mowing the lawn, lawning the mow. So it's quiet again, and amazing weather. Well, I've been fishing 45 minutes, including setting up the camera. So, no bites. Not surprising. So, time to change flies. It's sun's out. Brighter colored flies, sun's out. Try this white and yellow and fluorescent green jobby. I have no idea if that's going to work. I have no idea about salmon flies. I know more about trout flies. And if that doesn't work for half an hour, I'll switch to a homemade one which looks like a baby trout. It's kind of olive green and rust red and brown. Maybe they'll think it's a little fingerling. Imitation fly. This is attraction fly, not imitator fly. Just trying to trigger a strike if they get annoyed enough. So normal 30 feet. Different angle this time. So if I don't catch the camera and the tripod and send it straight into the river, that would suck. That wouldn't be too good. Try not to do that. I don't know if the angle is good, you can see me or not, but find out later. I'm glad I've got the life vest. This is quite a current. So we got some stand-up paddle boarders. That's impressive. No dice. Turn you off and put you somewhere safe. Ah, this is what nice weather, but no fish. Well, definitely feel better with the life vest on. That's quite a strong current, and then don't want to go for a swim. I mean, it's only up to above my knees. It's mid-thigh, but a very strong current, and it gets way deeper over there. You can't stand over there. Can't be swept out in the middle. Don't wade out too far. That's dangerous. So it's quite a current. So I mean, you don't need a life vest. No one else uses it. Probably only me. But anyway, it's very pretty glade. It's a bit of traffic noise, but I mean that's to be expected. Some huge mountains everywhere. So still snow up the tops. So time to change flies yet again. Now I'm not sure if this is store-bought, but it looks so ugly. It could be one of mine, with brown and green and grey and just very ugly tide. But it's got metal around the body and some barbels, some eyes underneath, which should help it get right down to the bottom. I might snag, but it'll go deeper than all the other flies. Even though I'm using a sinking tip, this should get right down to the bottom. I think that's part of the problem. And it looks like a baby trout. Right colors anyway for a baby trout, which would be natural prey for salmon here, or baby salmon for that matter, which is why blue and green often works. But anyway, if it'll focus, I'm not sure it'll focus that close. Ugly fly. I just call it ugly fly. First time I'm using it, I think. I don't think I've used it before, because I went ocean trout fishing, and that's a different kind of fly last year. And I used the little rod, Sage 1, the trout spay rod, just as much. You don't need such a huge rod for ocean trout. Whereas here I'm using good old Sage TCX Death Star 7126, which is an old 15-year-old rod, but it's still awesome. And my reels are really cheap guideline reel, and a cheap no-name $15 or $20 reel from China, but it's actually CNC'd aluminium. It has no drag. Just a thing to tighten on the back, but it's really good. That's all you need for trout. And this has some kind of drag, but it's cheap die-cast aluminium. It's not CNC'd, but it works alright. But I spent all the money in the rods. I got them both for half price, which was a stroke of genius, because normally they're 11,000 kroners each, or around 1,100 bucks US is what the going price is now for a switch or a spay rod. So these are out of production now. Obviously they're older. I think the trout spay is 7 or 8 years old now, or 6 or 7 years old, and this is about 12 or 15 years old, the TCX. But they work fine. You have them for life, lifetime guarantee. So it's still amazing weather. Try the ugly fly. Go down here and show you. Should really put on at some point I'll put on a polarizing filter. Maybe you'll see more of the river bottom. I'm not sure. I have one in my bag, so haven't tried that yet. So feel much better with this on, definitely. No having beers here, that's too dangerous. So this is really, there's only 2 spots you can fish here, and the gravel bank further up. Whereas on the other side, you can fish from the little Gappa hook, the shelter, like 500 meters down the river, easily, and wade the whole way. So you cover much more of the river, so it's a much better site to fish. But they probably charge thousands of kroners a day, because it's private and 5 a house or whatever it is. And there's no contact details, so You more or less have to know them or be in the know or be invited to fish there. It's not for the general public. And it's an English lord who owns Fiver House. Still. Some billionaire with a giant mansion, stately home in probably southern England somewhere. So, not to mention some posh residents in Mayfair or something in London. And probably gets around by helicopter. Anyway, that's what still have rich people salmon fishing, and especially owning all the beats. Fiver House owns this beat as well, and the next like 3 or 4 down. So big landowners. English lord, right? Well, I'm on my second memory card. Alright. So, okay, that used up 256 gigs. Switching flies, traditional salmon fly, I have no idea what it's called. It's got some blue, some red, some yellow, some speckled white and black, plus some eyes. Double hook, kind of hard to release the fish. But I'll give it a shot until, I don't know, 8:15, and then I'm going to mosey down to the other spot, because then I can have a beer. I'm only wading ankle deep there. This is a nicer spot, much nicer view. But if the fish aren't here, then there's no point in fishing it. And I've been fishing nearly 2 hours, an hour and 3/4, an hour and 45 minutes. So, plus changing flies, and then getting in and out of the water. But anyway, I'll give this a shot. Very pretty fly. I couldn't tie it, I don't think. Too difficult. Well, yeah. It's recording though, so it's recording on the second card. It's just telling me the first card is full. All 256 gigs of it. Anyway. Nothing, but there is a small splash 30 yards ahead of me up this way. About by that rock to the right of that, 10 yards out. Small splash. Could have been the river, or a bird, or it could have been a small fish. It wasn't anything major. But it's too deep to wade there. So, I think I waded there before and was almost up to my chest. That was not cool. So, can't fish there. This is really the only fishable spot is right here. So you can see it's nice and, well, it's up to about there. So it's not that shallow. So time to pack up. Head to the other spot, take a little break. I have until 10 o'clock. I'm fishing till 10 tonight. It means not an early start tomorrow, but that means going to bed at midnight probably. Got to make dinner and then chill. So time to pack up and head to the spot, and then have a little break, 15-minute break, and then fish off the bank there. No footage though, because there are too many trees. That's this problem. This side of the river, there are just really too many trees. The other side is much better, both for wading and not being too many trees. And they even cut the grass on the other side. Obviously, you can see here, no one's been here in ages, in eons. So, on the other hand, hardly any fishermen on this side. I've seen one, that was the Swede, and he's the only guy, and he just did for one night. Whereas there's people on the other side more or less every day. And I've no idea how to book that, because it's all private, and they don't put out their number anywhere. Pretty useless. There's a little bumblebee pollinating away. Alright, memory card is full, number 1, we know. Reminder. So, I'm going to sit there and have a brew and see it's shallow enough that it's not dangerous. Don't go in the middle, obviously. And then you can wade all the way out to the other end. I may or may not do that. That's much better fishing, but that's not quite as cool after you've had a beer. So I can just chill and fish this current here. That's pretty chilled fishing, about as safe as you can get. So the farmer was out with his wind bollard. It's pretty spectacular. Anyway, it looks nice. It's beer o'clock. Chill time for a good 20 minutes. I don't think I'll get anything. Fishless again, but I'm putting in good 3.5 hours fishing at least this time. So to the end, till 10 o'clock. And then we shall see. Anyway, beer o'clock. Alright. Well, I've had my break, so wasted 15-20 minutes. That's alright, chilling. Can have one beer. And then one after I'm done fishing in an hour. 9 o'clock or a few minutes to 9, so I can fish till 10. A fisherman, typical, on the other side of the bank, which is obviously other side of the river on the opposite bank, which is a much better fishing area basically in general, but private. Caught a big salmon and there are huge splashes in the distance, so typical. So that's the second salmon I've seen caught. So I'll wait out, try and cast in the middle, and then it's kind of a pain in the butt getting back, but I mean, it is what it is, and I'm sticking to the same traditional salmon fly, which is kind of multicolored and pretty. Maybe the salmon like pretty flies, not tube flies, I'm not sure. So, who knows? So I have to put you away because a lot of people walk their dogs here. So it goes in the backpack, not just lying out like I had it a few days ago. Don't want to lose the camera, and my mobile's in there as well. That would be a disaster. It's got all my train tickets and everything else in my mobile banking. So can't lose mobile now. I have to buy a new one, which I could in Åndalsnes, but that would suck. So, and then there's no way I'm not sure. Well, can't lose my wallet as well. That would be a disaster. So they're in separate areas, but all in my backpack. So if someone takes my backpack, they're getting a 25,000 krona camera, a wallet, a mobile, cheap mobile, and that would really suck. But I don't see it happening here somehow. And most Norwegians have enough money that they're not out stealing bits and bobs. You kind of have to worry about Kiwis and Aussies doing that. Sorry, Kiwis and Aussies, but that's how it is. You're all bogan thieves. So, anyway, or some pommies. Pommies would do that as well, backpackers. But I don't see backpackers finding this trail, fishing trail. So I think I'm alright. Well, called it a day 10 minutes early. It's 9:55. Could have fished till 10. Quit at 10:02. Because the sun's about to disappear. And I kind of want to chill with my beer in the sun. That's important. So, and I'm not sure there's any more sun at the camping spot. I doubt it. So anyway, chill o'clock now. That's it. Fishless. I fished 3.5 hours. 3 hours and 20 minutes. There's half an hour break and moving between spots. And that's a pretty solid effort. And still nothing. I'm not sure that guy over there actually caught fish. He was just splashing with his fly line. I'm not sure it was fish. So the other side is probably better. But how you buy a card there, I'm not sure. Anyway, time to put you away. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 8. Arrived on Monday afternoon, but it's only about day 4 fishing, because I fished Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, only day 4 fishing. So I lost 3 days. That's bad. Anyway, make up for it now. I fish today, fish longer tomorrow in the morning and in the evening, and then I can fish Wednesday morning, and then I have to pack in the afternoon. Alright. Well, it's 15:15, more or less. Some mountains up there. So I had my beer by the riverbank in the very last of the sun. That was nice. Wasn't ice cold, but it was okay. Put them in the freezer beforehand. So I stuck to only 2 beers tonight. I have to get up early. May have 1 or 2 when I get back. And then spag bol and parmesan for dinner. Try not to burn the pot again. Burned it twice and spent all day scrubbing it. So tomorrow's the last day I can do a full day fish show, both morning and evening, because on Wednesday I have to pack up in the evening. I have to be out of there by 11. And it's going to rain, so I'm not sure where to put my backpacks and shit. Maybe in the toilet block somewhere in the washroom. Well, my cab comes at 1 p.m. and then I have to kill an hour and a bit at the train station. I hope the cab comes and that she's remembered. She just wrote it down on a little piece of paper. It seems she will. And there's enough time to call, if things go wrong. And then that's going to be a stress day because I've got 7 minutes to change trains, and then I have to somehow fit all my gear, huge backpack, day pack, fishing rods, so 2 backpacks and fishing rods, onto the other train, which is SJ, Svenska Järnbana, which is very little space for luggage, I have to say. I was really disappointed. So I have to be there early and get on that train before everyone else to make space for my backpack. So only a little 2-carriage train. I mean, unless it's a bigger one. I don't know, but I think it's just a tiny 2-carriage train. Then I got about 2 hours to Dombos and then sprint out to the other train, make sure I make it. I have to find the carriage and the seat number. So I need to take a pee, which is an operation with waders. So off with the life vest, unstrap the waders, and then restrap them back on with the life vest. I'm glad I had the life vest though. Feel a lot more secure with it. Not strictly necessary today, but really you can see the current over there. I mean, it's moving at a good clip, this river, and it's deep and cold. You really don't want to go for a swim. That would be a bad idea. Especially with waders filling up with water. That would suck. Very hard to swim with waders, I think. Anyway. Wow. It's very full. Cheek by jowl. Absolutely chockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right. All the cabins are taken. And even worse, right next to my peeing bush there's a tent. So no going out the back for pee. That kind of sucks. I have to go all the way to the toilet block. So strike out again. 4 hours solid fishing. 3.5 hours. I had a break. So that was disappointing. Try and get up reasonably early tomorrow. I don't have too many beers. Then I can fish tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. Then I can fish Wednesday morning. That's about it. And then I'm all out. I've only got 2 days left. So this is Monday, so it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 8, staying here, but only day 4 fishing. I lost a day. Well, I lost Tuesday, I lost Saturday, it was pouring rain, and then I slept in on Sunday. So 3 days I could have fished. 2 days I could have fished. I lost 2 days. Saturday was raining too much. There was not an option to go out fishing then. So, disappointing. Anyway, I'll get my spag ball on the go. and then try and be in bed by, it's now 5 to 11, try and be in bed before 12, and get up early. I had to bring all my rods in, and so on. I'm leaving my waders out. I think they're fine. Oh, I should maybe take them in. I think they're fine. No one's going to steal old waders. I hope. 8,000 kroners. $1,000. $800, more or less. So, I might just take those in anyway, just to be on the safe side. Anyway,